Election time, and freshman Depaul student David Krupa is running for Alderman of the 13th Ward, currently occupied by Marty Quinn. This is a true underdog story, not just because he's running, but because of his age. He's 18 years old. Let's not forget young community leader J. Maul Green, who's 23 years old, also running for mayor. Here is a couple of David and Goliath stories that could be written off quickly due to age, but is it right to discount their ideas, Kendra, simply because of their age?
No, definitely not. And I think it's dope that they're running because they're going to get people of their age intrigued and interested. Do I think that they'll win? No, but I think it's important that they're putting they're actually putting their hat in the race because, like I said, their peers that are their age, they can speak to them directly and get them excited enough to actually vote.
Yeah. Follow your dreams, right? Like, I think it's a really good example whether they win or lose. It's like, if you want things to change, take matters into your own hand. And I've always felt like you could be a really old 18-year-old or a really young, like 40-year-old. So it just depends on how you live your life and your life experience. He's probably more fit for this than I am because I've never put my hat in the ring for anything like that.
I do like you all's approach. You know, I think it's ageism just to write them off and discount them. But I mean, we got to keep it real here. 18, imagine, do you feel like an 18-year-old can really be a city leader? Remember who you were at 23? Do you feel like
I'll probably never be ready for that.
Let me jump in with this. Okay, Chance the Rapper, if he was running, would you vote for him?
I think a lot of people would.
He's 25 years old, and that's what people forget. Chance is only 25 years old, and he made a lot of his strides at the age of 23. So age
maybe even younger than that.
Even younger than that. So I think it's all about, that's why I'm not taking age out of it, because everyone's like, Chance, run, and he's actually in this age demographic. So to me, it's all about the person and what they're trying to do and make the change. And if you are able to do the job, then I say go for it. I don't think these two in particular will win, though. But I do think if Chance ran, he would win.
Yeah, which is crazy. It's almost like, is it that Hollywood or that fame that allows you to believe that Chance is capable of it? Because these two were in high school at the same time, J. Maul and Chance, and yet J. Maul's being looked at as he's too young. Where I think Chance would be a very viable candidate that the city would look at and think this would be a great person to put into this position.
Yeah, sorry, I got excited. In their defense, though, we know so much more of what Chance is doing because he is a celebrity compared to them being local community organizers. You don't always hear or know about what they're up to. So.
But I will say this. I mean, granted, Chance does have the celebrity tag to him. But prior to winning the Grammy, there's things that Chance was doing. He was always in the community. It's just that the higher he got, the more exposure he has received. So I think sometimes we say that, oh, you have to be famous to make a difference. You really don't.
No.
So I want to see what these two are trying to really do, what their platform is. And if they make sense, I mean, I would consider it.
Yeah. In the November issue of Oprah's magazine, Oprah Winfrey shared a health scare that turned her to Google to find out her diagnosis. Well, it ended up being nothing more than just a scare, thankfully, with Oprah, because I don't know what this world would do without Oprah.
We can't live without
Oprah.
She got a good freak out, though, from all the suggestions from the good old interweb, which gave us potential diagnoses. So how often do you rely on Google to tell you what's wrong with you? And if you experience that freak out moment when you go on there, because that seems like if you go on the website, you're like, oh, my elbow hurts, I'm a little sleepy.
I have a tumor in my elbow.
They always tell you, and it's a very serious thing, obviously, but they always tell you it's like cancer or something life-threatening, and it freaks you out.
Okay, first of all, Google is my primary doctor, okay? There's no copay needed. I go to Google for everything. Seriously, I just ran the Chicago Marathon this weekend, and I just had
congratulations, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Your second round of applause.
But I would go to Google like, okay, what happens when you run after so many days? How many days should you relax? Literally, Google is my doctor. It really is.
Yeah. Kendra, people listen to you. You can't be telling them to do this stuff.
But it makes sense. But they feel to give me the right information.
And also, you are your own best advocate, right? So I feel like looking stuff up on every angle versus like a doctor who will just treat you one way.
I need you to bring some logic back on this.
Let me just explain it a little bit. Here's why I do it, because it is. Listen though. It is difficult to get to the doctor. You'll call. They'll be like, well, we don't have any appointments open for the next 3 weeks, or next month, or we're not taking new patients right now, or they'll tell you if it's an emergency, go to urgent care, or go to the emergency room if you're really in that much pain. So I don't do it. It's difficult to get to the doctor. I'm shocked that Oprah's doing it, because she should be able to pick up the phone and talk to a doctor immediately.
No, her doctor
problem.
should live in the next room. Her house is so big. Her doctor lives there next to the hairstylist, next to the clothing stylist. Be in the house.
Mama Lawrence would say shame on you for trying to push this type of message.
And then I call my mom. My mom's the second phone call.
Come on. Here's the thing, and I don't want to take it too heavy here, but young black males are susceptible to cancer at a higher rate, heart disease at a higher rate. You can't go to Google to say, hey, what's going on? You need to go see your doctor.
That's true.
Okay.
And you need to go take care of stuff. So you can be healthy, you can be like Kendra, go out there and run a marathon.
I can't believe you
and be
ran a
able to do those
marathon.
things.
That
Which
is
is
so
fantastic.
amazing.
Watching you
That's true.
train leading up to it was very fun.
Yeah, you know what? I did it because I wanted to prove that myself that I could do it. You know, it's so scary to take on running a marathon, but I trained since February, and I actually ran the whole time. It took me 6 hours and 20 minutes.
Wow.
Would you ever do it again?
I'm gonna do it again next year.
Wow.
You guys are doing it with me. We didn't make that. The Jam is doing the marathon next year.
I'm like nervous about it.
Alicia, yeah, you guys didn't know that? That was the big thing I had to tell you guys.
That's the big announcement.
Yeah.
No shot. So I gotta ask you guys, can dating apps keep you young and alive?
Totally.
For sure. Who doesn't want a little hop in their step from some romance?
Oh.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, so
60 years old ain't too old. Are you kidding me?
I get it maybe at 60. Right now, I am so against dating apps. Only because I'm afraid because I'm Kendra G, the girl on the radio.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, oh, Kendra G's on Tinder from the radio, and then they screenshot it. I'm so nervous.
But is it a
Yeah,
bad
but
look? That's
everybody
my
wants
question. Is that a
love.
bad look,
I think
though?
it's a bad look for me to be on Tinder.
So I've always thought that too, even when I was single, because I was on TV and I was like, that would be so embarrassing if anybody ever saw me. But celebrities are always on social media or dating apps in Los Angeles. Like my friend would always screenshot people and send them to me. It was okay. So they did do the thing you were worried about, but I don't know. I think who cares?
I'm against apps. I don't
Okay.
like social media apps. Even for, you know, we're in the media, but even outside the media, I don't like social media dating apps. But I will say, if that is what makes somebody feel like they're getting their groove back, I think it's a great thing. Like if that is putting a little pep in a step or a little zest or they're meeting people, just live your best life.
Yeah, and y'all are being selfish. Look, everybody who's watching, they ain't on TV. They're not
Okay.
celebrities.
True.
So they want to know if
Right.
this is a good thing. And what I will say is if you're over 60, you're just starting your life. 60 ain't what it used to be. 60 is young.
60 is
And if you get on one of these apps, you may see some 60-year-olds that look like this right here.
Okay,
Take a
let's
look at
look.
these 60-year-olds.
Okay.
These will be some pretty good catches.
Yeah.
60 years old. I have
Brinkley?
Lowe,
What the
Richard
heck?
Gere,
Nah.
Denzel Washington, Christy Brinkley. A lot of people would love to be
Wow.
dating people that look like that. Yes, they're celebrities, but my point is, it's 60. Life
look
just
good.
begins.
Also, you never remember how you, like, it's never that big of a deal how you, like, meet a friend or someone that you date. Like, I feel like once you get the conversation going, if you make a great friend or you meet the love of your life or you're just having fun dating, who cares how you met? Who cares if it's on
Okay,
dating app?
so Jordan, you're the guy at the table, so let me ask you this guy question.
Hit me.
So when you go to Tinder, are you taking these girls seriously? Are you really trying to find a girl that you could potentially marry one day, or someone for the weekend that you
Well,
can have
that's
a
the
good
thing.
time
I think
with?
guys ruin Tinder a whole lot, dude,
Okay.
because they're looking for that quick fix. And so it makes women skeptical of getting on it. It even makes women embarrassed to be seen on it because of what it's become. But there is a faction of men on there that are just like women that want to find somebody, that want to enjoy their career, that want to enjoy their friends with a person and a partner in life as well. So you got to weed out which one's the best for you.
Well,
Is
how
it
do I
Tinder?
know?
By talking to people. By asking your friends which one's better successful.
60-year-olds on Tinder, are we thumbs up in it or thumbs down in it?
Okay, 60.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.